and welcome to a low energy style Warhammer podcast, episode 149 of the Strength Hammer podcast with me, Chuck, Alex, and later on, Neil. Cut's doing good. The biceps, man,
Yeah, I'm doing all right, doing all right.
it's good. It's good.
Ups and downs. I have to be, dude, with a cut. What was last time you were on a cut?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
I've been on maintenance
Like,
for so long.
dude, the worst days are when you intentionally. I had a few days like that in the last week where I'm like, okay, I'm on a cut. I'm intentionally gonna not eat a lot. I had a strong craving, really wanted some dessert, but instead I just had like no calorie drink or low calorie drink instead, just
Yeah.
caffeine free diet soda or something, right?
Yep.
And then you wake up and you gain weight.
Oh,
And I'm like, what is happening? And it probably is the stress and there's inflammation,
yeah.
retaining water, maybe some extra salt that day. So it's not, I know that I stayed in the calorie deficit,
Yeah.
but that number on the scale, I'm just like,
Especially when you're doing the same. Like, I remember when I would do it. It was 8:30 every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
right
Same
before
time
I
in the
jumped in the
morning.
shower every time,
Hmm.
knew what I should be. Like, yeah, I know. And there's those days
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
oh no, I
And then
had one
on the
chip
other hand,
yesterday.
you'll have days when you didn't track, you felt like you ate like garbage and you maintained or lost weight. So it doesn't always make sense. Usually it does, but
Well, it's
just
it's
remember to
long term,
stick to the journey. Yeah, it's a long-term thing.
long term. Good. Well, yeah, no, looks like it's starting to pay off slowly.
Thanks.
I mean, you'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
more you
I have
go.
a four pack coming in slowly, so that's good. I usually lose all of it, right, when
Yeah,
I maintain or bulk, but a four pack is coming in. Six pack by the end of it, maybe we'll see, but I'm not
I
too focused on it.
yeah, I got to a 4 pack and never because like that push for the last two
Dude,
abs is
it's hard,
that
and
you
it's not worth it.
well, I mean, you got to be disciplined. Like you got to want it, and I never
Yeah,
wanted it
you've got
that
to
bad.
want it, and it's at that point, if it takes you so much mental energy and fatigue to get there, it's not for health, right?
Yeah,
The
but
four pack versus six pack, it's not a health thing. It's purely aesthetics, which is not a bad goal.
yeah,
But I'm not gonna like push myself and punish myself to get a six pack versus four pack if it's gonna take further away from my health.
yeah, not unless that's what you want.
Right,
Yeah,
right. And
it's
I
yeah,
don't.
nothing wrong with it. I've had four. I'm good. Now I like
Yep.
maintenance. It's easy and I'm lazy. I'm getting
Yes,
lazier.
100%.
Although I did do actually a little meandering here. I did a nice deadlift session this past
I
week.
saw that. Yeah. How was that?
It was so much harder than I remember because I haven't done it in so long.
It's been so long. Yeah.
The fun thing about coming back to the deadlift, like I said, it's going to be a normal kind of Wednesday thing. It might be just a deadlift session at my home or in the
Why
gym.
not?
And I said I didn't go too heavy. I didn't even what I do? I did 275 just for top set reps. I'm like, I just want to make sure my form's good. I want to make sure I don't actually injure myself. Like, and when I say it was hard, it felt light because I'm still using those muscles
Sure.
and working them through other means. But my CNS was just like, oh,
It's not prepared. Yeah.
yeah. But like, I want to build the CNS up. So next week I'll probably go to 315 and then then like next week maybe 315 for more reps and like get back to like I could like right now if you said like Chuck we're gonna go pick up 405 on a deadlift for reps I could do it. I would just feel miserable tomorrow.
Right. Right. It wouldn't be. It's not a smart thing to do.
Right. It's like but it's fun knowing the strength is there, but it's just like yeah I want to get the CNS primed again and really just get that back in the rotation because man I miss feeling how my back feels after a nice deadlift session.
Yeah. No, if you're strong, if you don't have any injuries going on, it's a good feeling. I used to love it. I've been dealing with a low back thing for a while now, so I haven't had any conventional deadlifts programmed for a long time. I probably couldn't pick up even 225 without back pain right
Mm,
now.
okay.
So I've been doing like RDLs and
Yeah, yeah.
curls, hamstring curls, and things to still target them. But yeah, I've been intentionally doing more mobility in the last week to start working on the back pain. And if it doesn't go away, I might go and see like a therapist or massage specialist because it's been probably for almost a year at this point that I've been dealing with it.
Yeah, that's probably worth like having something like physical. You're obviously working around it, making everything strong around it. So like,
Yeah.
what's possibly going
Why is it
on?
not going? Like sometimes, like I feel good now, but I was just on the treadmill doing some work earlier today, and like it really flared up, and I had to get off the treadmill, do some mobility. I did like 20 minutes of mobility, and then went away. So it's good now.
Good.
but like it shouldn't be painful, like flaring up when I'm walking.
Right.
So something is going on.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Me, it's my only thing is like my neck, my right side, and I think it's because I need to get new pillows and I'm stubborn and I don't.
Yeah, it's dude. Same. The only reason I don't go to see like a massage therapist is like I'm stubborn. I can
Oh,
figure this out on my own. I can do mobility and
actually,
strengthening exercise.
I would love to go get a massage. I'm just too lazy because I'm like
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like
Same.
like man, that's like $100 I'm not gonna get back. I could go do
Exactly.
lots of other
Yeah. Like,
things with that.
do I really need it?
Yeah.
Dude, same. Exactly the same.
You know what will help? A little bit of mental therapy for us both.
Hmm.
Talking about our lawns.
Oh, dude, yeah.
How's your
Uh,
lawn?
I was pretty committed to get it done before. Also, forgive me if something's happening to my voice. It's like extra low today for some reason.
You're good. You're good.
But I was committed to cut it before the podcast, and then I didn't get it done. So I'm hoping to cut it after the podcast. It's a little bit longer than it
Hmm.
should have been. Well, I was going to cut it yesterday, and we had a rain when I was planning to cut it, so I
Yeah.
didn't cut it yesterday. So today's the day. Today's the day, and we can talk about it next podcast. Though I might cut it twice by the next
You,
podcast.
you,
We'll see.
well, I don't know, cause like mine's not. It's not in a terrible shape, but it's not cut yet. It's the same thing. I was
Yeah.
gonna cut it yesterday because I usually time my grass cutting and yard work the same day I go to the gym because I'm already wearing sweaty
Yeah.
clothes.
Sure.
I don't
Sure.
want to shower twice. You know that sort
Right.
of feeling. And I was gonna cut it yesterday and we got a little bit of rain. So the garden's still a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm almost
It'll
like,
be a great day when your garden is all nice and clean.
well,
But today is not that day.
we'll see. Tomorrow looks to be a pretty light day on the schedule. I got the gym in the morning. I'm gonna at least mow the grass. I'm gonna try and tackle. The
Okay.
batteries are all charged up for the weed whacker. All the tools are ready to tackle the garden. So it
Yeah, dude.
might be by the time you talk to Neil, which is a couple days after this. You guys might hear a different story on both of those for me.
Yeah, get it done. Get it done.
Yes. Well, with that, we do have a little bit of news to talk about before we jump
Ooh,
into
really?
the topic, because this news has to be shared right away. Browser windows. So yeah, did you know the Age of Sigmar 10th anniversary is going on still?
Wait, did we talk about it last time?
They released another article about the Soul Wars, the Broken
Ah,
Realms. We're gonna scroll
aren't
through
we
this.
like a month and a half?
We're a month and a half, and you know what? That's
Yeah.
old news. Get that the fuck out of here. Taylor Swift announced a new fucking album. Let's fucking go. As you can see here,
I fell for this trap so hard. Oh my
everybody
God.
did. I am so
That's ridiculous. I
fucking
would not. I
excited.
would not be upset if you just close this podcast wherever you're consuming it and
No,
never listen to it again.
hey, all three of you, World's Strongest Warhammer, maybe Neil, maybe one of the other people out there likes Taylor Swift as much as me while Warhammer. I know you're still there, and I know you love this, and I know you're excited. Swifties, I see you. If you're not a Swiftie, I don't. Fuck you. I don't care. Like, do what you want. Get your own podcast. Talk about your own favorite music. This is mine.
Oh,
I am
goodness.
excited about this album.
Does Neil like Taylor Swift?
He doesn't hate it.
Okay,
I, I
cool.
think his daughter's a fan. You know.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Yes, but the life of a showgirl, TS12, it's coming. Get ready for more nonsense. It's gonna be. I mean, it's just my life. I don't care. Like it's
Yeah. No, it's cool. No,
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you. That
Oh
you're
yeah,
so
exactly.
passionate.
I know.
It's good news for you. It's really good. Great.
It's a big day for Swifties. Big week, big month,
Right.
big year. We're new era starting. And
Yeah.
yeah, like it's the thing. Like if you don't like it, that's fine. I really don't
Yeah.
care. If you hate it, don't tell me. I don't give a shit. If you don't like
Right.
it, you don't have to like it. It's fine. I love
Right.
it.
Okay.
I will love it for both of us. Person out there who's mad about it, listen to this podcast. Let me know. I'll love it for both of us. You don't have to. Don't worry. It's okay.
That's how I feel in our relationship. Is you love it for both of us. Because I feel very neutral about Taylor Swift. Like, she's cool.
I do enjoy whenever like a big Taylor Swift, like an album especially happens, because I have reached that status amongst all of my friends across all the types of friends, the Warhammer friends, the college friends, all of them. Something happens, they will all want to make sure I'm aware of it. I'm like, I promise you, I was aware of it the second it happened. But it's nice
You
to
don't have
connect
to
with
check
you.
in with me about Taylor Swift news.
But I like it.
You're aware.
I like that I'm seen like that, and everyone's like,
Good.
"Cool,
Well,
hey,
you-
I hope you're happy." I'm like, "I'm very happy."
You're absolutely a Swiftie. There's no doubts about it.
Yes,
Fun fact for our listeners: I have been to Taylor Swift concert.
you have. What was the Reputation tour, right?
It was the one with the snakes.
Yeah,
Is that the
Reputation,
Reputation
yep,
one?
yep.
Yeah. I did not know literally any of the songs.
Ah,
I went with
it's
my girlfriend at the time. Tickets were free, so I'm like, yay!
I tried to get tickets to that when she came around for that. I couldn't get
Ah,
tickets for it. I tried, I failed.
sorry, dude.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I went to the Air store. I can't complain. It was
fair enough. It was
I
it
got
was
every concert.
a show. It was a good time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's a great performer. She's just a nerd for music. That's all it is. Just like we're a
Yep.
nerd for this
Fair
stuff.
enough.
Speaking of
Fair enough.
nerd, we gotta get into science here. For lunches.
Ah,
Last week we did breakfast. Now we're doing lunches.
very good. Very good.
So we gotta talk about. Well, I guess we should talk about what our regular lunch is first, and then kind of like what's our like when we're cutting, when we're bulking, maybe like what's some good items to throw out there. So
Sure.
let me start.
Go for it.
My typical lunch. All right, so it's typically a yogurt. Usually flavored. It's not the gruel that I talked about for breakfast. It would be like one of those like pre-made ones that a
Sure.
little bit more of a sweet treat almost, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's yogurt for a little bit of protein. And typically, honestly, for the past couple months, it's been a turkey sandwich with some
Hmm.
Swiss cheese, some sweet and hot pickles, a little bit of mayo. Not really much on the mustard. And then like yeah, if I have fresh lettuce or fresh tomato, I'll get in some veggies on that too. It's simple,
Good.
it's satisfying. Um, I don't know. It's been my go-to. It's very quick to get together.
Good. No, that's great. I definitely have less variety, or
Lunch is
maybe less
something we do. Yeah,
go-tos.
lunch is a little bit harder because we're just trying to get through our day.
Right, right. But if I have like a actual meal, so whether I bring it with me and I heat it up, or I bring it with me and I don't heat it up if I'm like somewhere I'm traveling, or I eat it at home, it's always or almost always a protein, a carb, and a veg.
Yeah.
Right. Simple as that. And then depending if I'm cutting or bulking, then we'll vary it up a little bit. Right.
Hmm.
So I guess I can mention it now. Uh, Protein for cutting would be relatively lean, so it's going to be like a low-fat turkey, low-fat ground beef,
Yeah.
some kind of a chicken item without skin. And then if I'm if I'm bulking, it will be just same thing but fattier. So chicken
Yeah.
with skin on, higher fat ground beef, things of that nature. For the carbs, usually I honestly don't go much different than potatoes and rice.
Yeah.
Though I will occasionally throw in like beans and corn as my carb as well.
I I more add those in for dinners, but I know what you mean. Like, yeah, they can
Right.
really change it, like, especially corn. Like, get the sweet corn,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
really
But
makes
it's
things
definitely
pop.
a carb. I
Yeah,
wouldn't put it in like the non-starchy vegetables
no,
category.
yeah, it's
So
a
it
carb.
definitely is more of a carb. And then obviously more things like rice during bulking and potatoes during cutting. Keep the skin on, get more fiber and more filling. And then for the vegetables, it's always the same how I cook them. Though when I'm cutting, I usually use way less oil, and I'll use spray when I cook it.
Okay, yeah,
And then when I'm bulking, I'll add a lot more oil, and maybe even some cheese on top, so they're much tastier.
yes,
Uh, or just adjust how much of the volume of vegetables I eat. So vegetables for cutting, like sometimes almost half of the meal will be vegetables, and then bulking, I'll just add kind of a little bit on the side just for the fiber and the vitamins and minerals, but not necessarily too much because it's not so calorie dense.
yeah. Whenever I've done bulking, it was always rice.
Yeah,
Eat rice, and honestly, it was rice and like I said, I mentioned it briefly, but like ground turkey, ground beef.
yeah,
Um, or if I felt fancy of fish, like something that I could easily chew because you get tired of chewing.
yeah. I hear you. I hear
Yeah,
you.
rice is kind of pre-chewed, and like you put in some sauces, some like hot sauce is pretty simple to just make all of it just
Hmm.
taste great. Um, but my cutting for the longest time was broccoli,
Hmm.
which is
Yeah.
great. This is very filling. I love broccoli. However, as every man knows, as you get older, your body will change ever so slightly. Broccoli, it still can go through, but a little gassy. I get a little
Okay.
gassy from
Okay.
it now. I didn't like
Even when you cook it.
even when I cook it.
Wow. Okay.
It used to not, now it
Mm.
does, but I have switched up to Brussels sprouts for
Oh
my
yeah.
so if I want like the healthy green
Really?
vegetable, I really like Brussels sprouts.
That's affects your digestive system less than broccoli.
Yeah, it does.
That's
I
interesting.
don't know
It's the
why.
opposite for me.
Yeah.
Brussels sprout, always gassy afterwards.
Yes,
Broccoli, just tolerate.
Brussels sprouts, no problem. Like a little bit like,
Yeah,
I'll usually do it with like butter,
sure.
or
Mm.
hack. Put them in a skillet. with the leftover grease when you've made bacon.
Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, and then you drain them properly. You don't want that oil just being in there to digest, but like the
Sure,
flavor
sure,
will
sure.
remain. It'll be soaked in enough that you can enjoy it.
Yeah,
So, little tip there.
that's good. How about cauliflower? You like cauliflower?
Actually, that's one vegetable. As kids, we don't like certain vegetables, which is most of them.
Sure.
Um,
Fair enough.
except for like corn. Um,
Right, right, right.
I have
Potatoes.
always tried many varieties of cauliflower. I've tried like the wing version of cauliflower. I do not like cauliflower.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I love cauliflower. Literally had it for lunch today. And when you cook it, like I have cauliflower and potatoes, the texture like is so intermingled that I don't even taste which one is which. So it's a very simple way to add more volume because it's not as like it's really softens up
yes,
when you cook it. So like
yeah.
cauliflower rice, people have cauliflower mashed potatoes recipes. I don't do that, but I'll just roast it with some spices, seasonings, and then maybe a bit of oil, and it's quite delightful.
See, usually becomes more of like a filler for like different dinners and stuff, but it does work for lunch as well. My favorite type of filler, if I want something like that, where it's like not really going to interfere with the flavor, maybe just add a little bit of nuance to it. Lion's mane mushrooms, because
Oh,
there's
I've never had that. That's interesting.
they sell them at the farmers market. There's a
Mm,
mushroom. I got a mushroom guy. It's great, but like
sure.
it's thick, it's meaty. It
Hmm,
it can like really go in a skillet real quick and get made very nicely. And it will keep you full.
yeah,
Like you mix it in, it's great. So
I
lion's
could
mane
see that.
mushroom, 100%.
Yeah, that's a good call. I don't add too many mushrooms in my diet just because I literally never cook them, so I
That's
don't
fair.
really know what to do with them. But mushrooms are quite meaty and they're super low calories. So yeah, that's a really good option.
Yeah, honestly, the best way to cook a mushroom is just skillet, a little bit of oil, not a ton,
Yeah,
but that's really and then you can put a little salt on it, maybe some pepper if you feel like it.
yeah. Yeah. But that's my standard lunch if I have time to meal prep it. And I'll usually throw in if I'm like being healthier, I'll have same thing as you, Greek yogurt for dessert, maybe a
Yeah,
fruit for dessert.
I especially in summer. You know what? Here's a hack. Summertime, get frozen fruit, just the ones you can find in a grocery store that's already
Sure.
pre-frozen. Glass of water and a
Oh,
glass
that's a good
full of
idea.
fruit, like,
Yeah.
and it just like it thaws, it adds flavor, and then you just eat the fruit as you drink it. It's so
Yeah,
good.
that's actually a really good
Very
idea.
cooling in summer too. Hot summers.
Yeah, I've never done that, but I can imagine after cutting grass,
Yeah,
that could be really good. Yeah, but I always have a sweet tooth after lunch, not necessarily dinner, but after lunch. So sometimes I'll actually have like actual treat, like have some M and
oh
M's or
yeah.
something. But Greek yogurt, fruit, also a good option.
It's surprising. Even like I have a sweet tooth, like worse than you, I feel. I could
Yeah,
probably have sweets every single meal if I wanted to. I don't, but I
yeah,
want to. But yeah, if you find like a nice Greek yogurt that has
hmm
like a good flavor, it really satisfies that sweet tooth nicely.
yeah. And sometimes I'll buy Greek yogurt that's not like the most calorie efficient, but it tastes more like candy.
Yeah.
So like it kind of in between because you can get Greek yogurt it's like 80 calories, 12 grams of protein, no sugar, and some of them taste good, but some of them not really. So you get the 120-calorie yogurt, there's still 12 grams of protein, 40 more calories, but they have like some Oreo bits or some like almond chocolate coffee
I know the
flavor.
one. I'll do the one that has like the peanut butter cup like flavor
Yeah,
mixed into it. Yeah.
yeah. So at least you're getting like some candy like hints, so it satisfies that craving a bit more, even though it's 40 more calories.
Yeah. I mean, like to be fair, if I want to be full from yogurt, I do my breakfast option, which is that
Mhm.
sludge. But um, I have another old man life hack for you.
All right.
So the one thing that me and my wife have improved upon greatly, just honestly year after year, we keep getting better and better at it. Um, having a nice dinner, a nice healthy dinner. So here's the hack and why I'm bringing it up during lunch. You make more than you need
Okay.
always. Like there's always an extra portion and a half,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like the
yeah.
way you make meals. So if you're eating a healthy dinner, so if I don't feel like making that sandwich or for whatever reason, or I want something hot, leftover dinner.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
like if you're eating a healthy dinner and you're just reheating it for lunch, guess what? You now have a healthy lunch that you kind of
Yeah.
meal prepped
Yeah, I've
the
done that.
night before for yourself.
Yeah.
Like I said, and the reason I say that is like a hack is like it's really important, I think, to make sure your dinners are very on point, regardless of
Right.
bulk, cut, or maintain, because you can always use that to carry over to the next day. So we have a
Yeah.
meal the next day that's already ready and good for you.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. So it would be kind of interesting talking about dinner because I usually meal prep, so my dinners and lunches are almost always interchangeable.
Oh, that's fair. I'll be more. I think we talked about it too. Like your breakfast is a lot more interesting than me,
Yeah,
but my dinner is
right.
gonna get more interesting than
Sure,
yours. So
sure. So you're gonna have to carry that episode.
yeah,
My thing I do when I travel, because like I work a lot from coffee shops.
yeah,
And if you're an OG listener, you will know some podcasts where I
yep.
was in the
In
coffee
the
shop
coffee
in the
shop. Yep.
background. And this is how it worked for me. And I am able to be home now for the podcast. But I would just bring sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
And sandwiches very similarly. So when I'm cutting, it's very bare bones, right? Mustard doesn't have any calories almost,
Yep.
right? So I'll put that on, and maybe sometimes a little bit of olive oil mayo,
Yeah.
just a little bit healthier, but sometimes even not, depending how deep the cut is. And then really focus on the lunch meat
Yeah.
because if you get the right lunch meat, it's super lean, almost no fat, it's just all protein. And then maybe like one slice of cheese or even no cheese.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
it's I never do more than one slice of cheese. It's just yeah.
Yeah, but when I'm bulking, I will often double up on
Oh,
cheese,
will you?
and then
Okay.
and then I'll put things like mayo. Sometimes I'll throw avocado in there.
Yeah, avocado's great for a bulk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like sandwiches are people are so weird with bread. You
Well,
know,
it depends on where you're at. Like America's
sure,
bread,
it's
it's
not the
not the
best.
best. Like
Yeah, phosphates and all that.
yeah, so I get that for sure. But
But if you
what?
tolerate it,
Yeah,
then you're fine, right? If you notice you have some digestion issues, maybe some like leaky gut or gut permeability disorder, I think is what it's called.
yeah. I mean, try different types of bread too, or find
Try
some
different
homemade
types.
bread.
Right, local bakery, right, that's definitely a good idea.
I have done this too. So like one of the regular meal rotations is just some tacos, Taco Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
We keep it nice simple, but there's always extra tortilla shells.
Yeah,
So you can always use a tortilla shell for your sandwich bread too. It's going to be a little bit lower on
yeah,
the carbs,
yeah,
and
like corn tortilla, yeah.
yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. And then the little life hack learned from our club mates, just put them up, put take you don't put anything like don't no butter, but take a skillet, heat it up, and just kind of crisp that tortilla on both sides.
Oh,
Makes it a little
yeah,
crunchier. It's
that's a good
very
idea.
yeah, it's very good. Not too
Yeah,
crunchy, then it's not gonna be usable. But
sure. It feels like you're in a restaurant, like a warm tortilla.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I like that, I like that. Uh, Another thing I do for lunch, and this is very desperate, right? So this is me, I did not meal prep ahead of time, did not bring a sandwich with me. I will just go to a Giant Eagle or any store. I will buy 2 protein bars and 2 small, like, Greek yogurts.
Yeah,
That's my lunch.
that's
That's a very consistent lunch for me because you get, like, you know, 60 grams of protein for that meal.
yeah. And
It's, not a whole lot of it's like 600 calories, maybe 700 calories, depending on what you do.
depends what the bar you get. It really.
Yeah, yeah, you don't wanna overdo it too often because 2 protein bars in one sitting for some people can be too much.
Yeah, I
But
honestly for me that'd be too much.
right.
Like
But
unless
I do that at least once a week
oh there
because,
you go.
like, yeah, I just like, hey, I gotta go, I gotta work, I have a meeting, or like after, especially when I teach, it happens quite a lot where I just didn't meal prep ahead of time, so I have to go teach my lessons. I didn't prep. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and work, so I'll literally just get a couple Greek yogurts, a couple protein bars, eat those. It'll carry me through another 5 hours.
Yeah, it'll carry you. I tell you what, let's go. What was our worst lunch we've ever had while bulking? And what was the worst lunch we've ever had while cutting? And I'm like I'm thinking the extremes. Like how much were you like I ate way too much on this bulk for this lunch
Oh, okay.
versus I
I have a
ate
good
way
one.
too less on this cut for lunch. I
I have
have
a good
one on
one.
both sides.
I have a good one for bulk. I don't know. Let me think of a cut. But you go ahead.
Okay, my bulk one, it was because I was bulking when I was working in an office, and a couple of the gym guys I was with, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go to a Chinese buffet." I'm like, "Yes."
That's a good one. I like that.
6 plates in an hour. It was a lot. A lot of it was
Yeah.
sushi, and I was like, "Oh my!" I was so fucking bloated. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
probably the worst. I don't even think about how many calories that would have been. But hey, I
That's
got my
a
money's worth, and I
yeah,
was on
dude,
a
no.
bulk, and we're good to go. So that was the.
Epitome of a dirty bulking right there. You
It
can't
was
literally cannot get better than a Chinese buffet.
it was the dirtiest of bulk that day.
Yeah.
E- I
It
I
was the
was
best of times.
I was
It
bulking
was
in
the
near like
dirtiest of
my
times.
my most I've ever been on weight, and even after that, I felt a little gross.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you. It's fun. It's fun to do,
Oh, it is. Yeah.
right? But it's that's not healthy.
No, it's not. Yeah.
For me, the bulking didn't go quite as far. I don't think I would consistently go to like a Chinese buffet. I'm sure I would go. Like
Well, so I did
you
it. I
can't
did
go
it. I
to
did it once. It was like, yeah, that don't do that anymore.
yeah. So for a period of time, I would on a bulk eat 10 to 12 eggs a day,
Oh, okay.
just as a way to supplement the calories.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty sure, pretty consistently, I would like cook 10 eggs. I usually wouldn't cook all the dozen at the same time, but would do as much as 10, and I would have like 10 eggs and my meal. So
Wow. That's
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. We're pushing it. You don't need to do that, but
no.
I was pushing it a
No, that's
bit.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's. I love eggs. 10 and any meal would be rough.
Yeah,
Even at
I scramble those suckers and then ketchup on top because
oh, I can't
to
do the
eat
ketchup. I can't do the ketchup.
yeah, well,
Mm.
it works for
Which
me.
I
It
can see
works
how
for
that.
me.
I can see how to
Get
help you
it
get them
down.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you get sunny side up, because that's how I like them. But
Yeah.
I like maybe four in one sitting, like that, not 10.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So my worst cut. So this was probably near the end of mine. Like the one time when I
Mm.
really cut. When I was like, I have 4 solid abs, and like but I was so burned out at this point. I did this for a week straight. So my lunch,
Jeez.
my yeah, I was like I was so done. um my lunch was a cup of coffee, no milk, just black, no sugar, and a banana.
That's
And it was
awful.
always the biggest fucking banana that I could find because I was
Right.
starving. You know, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
banana's a banana. Like in the app tracker, it doesn't tell you how big banana, small banana. It's like banana. And I'm like,
That's
perfect.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's and that was like the last, and I knew it was the last week, and I was like, let me just push as hard as I can.
Yeah.
This and like,
Yeah.
boy, that was probably the
Would
worst I've
you
ever ate as far as
would you
cut.
usually work out before or after lunch?
I work out before I eat.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always
Okay.
been a before I eat type person because I'd rather settle down and then refuel up, and I feel good to go the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And usually you have kind of a appetite suppressing effect from working out, so it definitely makes sense.
Well, the other thing is too is especially during my bulk and cut phases, I was doing CrossFit 5 times a week. The
Mm,
last thing I wanted to do before CrossFit was have anything on my stomach besides water and
right.
maybe half a protein shake.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I don't really remember any really awful meals when cutting. I mean, besides like skipping meals, right?
Sure.
Um, the one thing I can remember doing is like you just take salad mix, which has almost no calories,
Yeah.
and then put some chicken on top, skinless chicken, cooked, obviously, and then some soy sauce. Because soy sauce also has almost no calories.
Yeah.
So it's a soy sauce dressing
It's
chicken salad,
you're
but it's like
you're just trying to trick your mouth that you're having a meal. Like
yeah,
everything else
yeah,
knows it's not.
right. And it's high volume, right? So you
Yeah.
can get like a big bowl of it, and it's going to be like 300, 400 calories, right? A lot of protein, a lot of fiber, but it does not taste good at all.
When I did wrestling in high school, like the big thing, like I did it for like a year, and like so I did learn a lot about like just calories in, calories out.
Yeah.
But man, the wrestling guys were just like, we'd all encourage each other. Like, we weren't. I never had to cut weight hard, but like, I cut down like 5, 6, 7 pounds, never more than
Hmm.
10. Um, but they're just like, Chuck, just eat salad. I was like, what do you mean? Like, come to the salad bar. That's your lunch. Get salad.
Yeah.
Like, you can get like an egg on top if you want, but
No dressing. Yeah.
well, it's like you do a little bit dressing because we're still like
Okay.
teenagers. But like, it was
Okay.
like you could eat as much as you want.
Yeah, you could eat a lot.
Yeah, you could eat a lot. Didn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Salad, I mean, it's just grass, right?
Yeah.
So it's just mostly fiber, and it's nutrient dense for per
Oh yeah,
calorie.
no,
It's not
it,
bad.
it, it worked. It felt good. Like I didn't
Yeah.
feel satisfying, but like also I had to really learn to like veggies very quickly at that point in my life.
Yes. If you don't like vegetables, your cut is going to be very difficult.
Yes. Yes. Any other tips for lunch?
I think that's really it. I mean, if you're cutting, load up on vegetables.
Yep.
If you and lean proteins, learn to like lean proteins,
Yeah.
like egg whites, lunch meat. If you don't worry about sodium too much, lean ground beef, lean ground turkey,
Yeah.
and then the opposite when you're bulking, right?
Yep.
So don't worry about vegetables as much. Maybe do more fruit for your fiber, and do higher fat options for meats, and
And
then more carbs.
and find those carby fillers.
That's right. That's right.
Perfect. Well, I can't wait till next week when we surprise everybody and we go like, hey, actually, we're gonna do the Hobbit versions. We're gonna do 11Z's second break. No, I'm kidding. We'll do
Yeah,
dinner
we're
next
gonna
week.
go for everything. Afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea.
Yeah,
No, we'll do
I
dinner
like that.
next week. It'll be fine. With
Sure.
maybe a little bit of dessert action on it too. We'll see. We'll see
Okay.
what.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, like healthy
I could,
dessert
I could think of
versus
some good.
fuck it dessert.
Right. Right. I could think of some healthier desserts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah,
dinners for me, it's going to be almost the same as we talked about just now.
that's fine. My dinners are very diverse
Okay, good.
because I also enjoy cooking, so I cook up fun things for me and the
Sure.
wife.
Sure. Like today, my dinner is going to be, I'm just going to grill the sandwiches I already had prepped.
Oh, there
So
you
I
go.
probably have two of those. So it's going to be very simple.
I realized because I was getting kind of caught at work. So my dinner tonight was one of the local places. We got burgers because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry for a burger, and
Sounds
I only
awesome.
have 20 minutes.
That's right.
So I
Yeah,
want
it
to,
works.
yeah. All right, but let's get into some hobby time because
Yes, sir.
I've been staring at this stud muffin in twofold here, one live and one in this picture here. So
Uh,
boom,
wow.
Alex,
Yes, sir.
look at those primed guns.
Look at those guns, man. Yeah. I feel kind of like a dweeb having gloves on, but I had like my nice workout clothes, so I
Yeah,
didn't want to accidentally smear on them.
I have gloves down here too. I do it. I
Yeah.
only ever do one glove though. It's the hand holding.
Right, right. Sometimes I'll hold a miniature if it's a bigger piece
Yeah,
in the other hand and spray it individually. Because I don't care if my regular troop gets too much, paint on it and looks like all smooth,
yeah,
but I don't want my hero or my like monster to do that.
sure, sure. Well, how many models was this?
It was a lot. I didn't count exactly, but it was over 100. So I
Nice,
did a quick count and I'm like, it's over 100. Probably like 110, 120. So I primed all of the models for the 1,000 points of Vampire Counts,
nice,
Zombicide fantasy models like Black Plague and the White Death, the new one that I'm converting into Vampire Counts, and I have enough for probably 3,000, 3,500 points worth.
nice.
I don't know if I'm going to get to that because it's mostly just foot zombies. So
Okay.
even the in progress pictures you're seeing there,
Yeah.
that's 500 points.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I,
that I
I would
have I have
I was
another
in
of that.
okay. I've been in like 750 for this. No, five. Okay.
Yeah, that's 500 points with 3 heroes.
Well, there you go. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, not only did you get them primed, you're getting some base colors down, which is
I
good to
am,
see.
I am. At this point, I got the skin and the rusts with the silver dry brush on, so now we just got to do all the cloths and, random trinkets, then basing, obviously.
There you go.
And then I also primed, some models for Zombicide, like actual heroes, and a kill team for whenever I get to that as well.
Gotcha. And then I see a picture of a book here.
Yeah, so I actually just finished yesterday, Orc Slayer. The
Nice.
first, it was a big old book.
Yeah,
It was like
it's a good
the
book. Yeah.
biggest, the thickest book from the series so far that I've read, and it was good. It was very good. It was different because the author is different, but it
Yeah.
was not different bad. It was different good.
Right.
Uh, and interesting thing happened. I'm relatively familiar with the fantasy setting, the old world setting, and the enemy in the whole book. I was like, who is it? I was trying to think, and I'm not going to have any spoilers, but I was like, oh, is it Chaos? Is it Skaven? Who is it? Is it God of some kind? And the enemy they brought up, I've literally never heard of before.
Oh, okay. There you
Like
go.
in any kind of setting, in any mention of any book or history. So I'm like, oh,
I'm
that's
see.
a new thing.
I'm trying to like. I remember Nathan Long. I loved his books, and I've read all the Gotrek, but I haven't read that one probably in 15 years. So after this, you're gonna have to remind me what it is
I
again.
will tell you what it
Yeah.
is because I was trying to guess, and it's literally maybe the last 30
Yeah.
pages where they actually encounter it. So the whole time I'm trying to guess, and I'm like, what is this? What is this thing? And yeah, it was pretty cool. So I very much recommend it. I immediately started reading the next book, Manslayer, and so far it's
Yeah.
very good.
But I'm still working through Vermin Slayer right now.
Yeah,
I to be fair, it's just I haven't been dedicating. I need to get like give myself a half hour each night just to read. I'll get through it like in a week, but
yeah,
just gotta buckle down and do it.
yeah. It's a good
But
one.
yeah,
Okay,
that's all I will say just to make sure things stay the way they are with it. But I'm happy with
I
it.
am very confused right now.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, all right, okay.
More importantly, two things have happened with my Grand Catholic Army.
Mm,
I have lost the urge to paint it, and like
okay,
it's not coming back, even after completing a model like this and feeling good about it. Um, but I want to have a painted Catholic army,
right.
so I did talk to some of the local guys that do that stuff, and it's like, hey, I'd like to commission painting this army. They said, yeah, we can do it. Are you in a rush? I said, no, I'm not in a rush. Um, so it might be one of the things that gets painted over the winter. That's
Sure.
fine. Um, yeah, like it's in a lot, and also when I said like, yeah, it's built in Prime, they're all like, oh, we don't have to build it. Oh, thank God.
Right. Right.
But I also settled on a color scheme.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. I mean, you would have seen it briefly, but hey, Taylor Swift strikes again with the little teaser she put out originally with the green and the orange. That's going to be the color. It's like a pale
Ooh,
green and like
okay.
I might with the gentleman who's going to be doing the painting. I think I'm saying you can go a little bit darker on the orange if you want,
Okay.
but like I like the pale green. Like
Green and
it's a very
orange.
jade green. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I can imagine it. It's a interesting palette.
yeah, it will work. I'm just
Mhm.
more of I think I want the orange to be more the primary than
Yeah.
the green. Green be the secondary color.
Okay. I'm almost thinking like it's a Celtic color palette almost.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's
Thinking what else is that it's green and orange.
it's not a normal scheme, that's for sure. But like
Yeah.
it's like a jade with the orange.
Jade. Okay.
So
I'm
it's a
excited
very
to see it. That's a very. I think it's going to stand out because it's very unique. I don't think I've seen green and orange cafe yet.
well, hey, it's Taylor Swift related, so that's all that matters to me.
Sure.
I couldn't decide. Like honestly, even like when I was like commissioning or not, I couldn't really figure out what I wanted. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I saw that, I'm like, boom, that's it. Moving on.
Done. Yeah. Decision made.
Exactly. So yeah, that will happen at some point. But for right now, it's still sitting next to me. But I do
Sure.
have. I'll talk about it with Neil. But I do have some projects coming up here next too. But
All right. Exciting
some
times.
minor stuff. Other than that,
Is it
though,
dwarves?
I mean,
Minor.
one's dwarfy.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
you get it. Minor stuff.
minor stuff. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. All right.
It's okay.
Right over it, like a dwarf. So short, goes right over
Right.
you.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, with that, I think we'll call the first segment of this show done and dusted as usual. Next week, don't forget, Alex, it'll be the 150 show.
Ooh,
Yes,
150.
I have zero
What should we
things planned,
do
nothing
with
planned.
what's an impressive lift at 150? A curl.
I can't do that.
I cannot do that either. Maybe I could hip thrust it.
Yeah. What is what? We'll think about it later.
Yeah, we'll think about
But we can always
it.
do KG too.
Ooh,
Yeah, we could,
that yeah, there we go.
that'll be fun. But until next time, everybody. Well, I say that. You'll see Alex next time. Hang on for 2 seconds, and you'll see me and Neil talking about whatever Warhammer nonsense we come up with.
Bye.
And welcome back. Strength Hammer episode 149. Fortunately, as you can probably tell right now, Neil's not with us. He's he's still very much alive. However, we typically record Sunday morning at the latest, sometimes Saturday. And poor guy messaged me. He said he was up all night, not feeling well. So going to press on without him. Neil, hope you feel better, and hope you listen back to this to help recover. So sorry, everybody. You just get to listen to me talk for a little bit and sip on coffee, but it'll be all right. Actually, I don't think Neil had any hobby updates. He's was doing the last summer fun with the kids and whatnot. So, at least he got that in before he got ill. I suppose that's probably the benefit there. Um, but we'll make sure he's back next week for episode 150. You know, the big important 150, where, as usual, there's no plan. We're just gonna figure it out as we go. But yes, as I said, it is now Sunday morning, 17th of August. As I'm recording this, you guys will all see this on the 18th, that Monday after on release day. But I had some things to talk about here. The main topic will probably be kind of light, just because it's hard to. I'm not the best at talking to myself. Let's just put it that way. Not without a prepared presentation, which I just don't do. This is for fun. But let's check out real quick some hobby updates from me. Like I said, I don't think Neil has any hobby updates, so we're all good there. But nope, that's miscellaneous image. Oh, Kathy. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh, I gotta hide myself. That's right. Boom. Sorry. Dealing with a different camera means I gotta figure this out as we go. So on screen right now, is my yard. I know, very, very Warhammery loveliness, but I promised you guys a yard update, and it has been tamed. The grass has been cut, the trees have been trimmed. The garden, which was so full of weeds, is now less full of weeds. There's still more to do, but it doesn't look unmanaged, I guess is what I should say. Um, but yeah, but also as we're coming into the autumn season, like we're getting near the end, like another month or two of harvesting. So I'll get out there and tidy it up a little bit more. But really, really now it's just kind of maintaining until the final harvest and then tilling it over for the winter. So as long as it looks presentable at this point, I think it's okay. I'm sure there's countless vegetables still mixed in there somewhere, but we're just going to give those back to Alariel and the goodness of Gyran and let it just be tilled back into the soil for nutrients for the following year, outside of what I can actually harvest. And then outside of that, let's see. Boom, I got a game in of Valor and Fortitude, some Napoleonics action. So there with my in the white shirt, my friend Dom, and then in the red shirt, my friend Tom. Dom and Tom. I just realized that we're gonna make fun of them now. Anyway, the Valor and Fortitude. It's a nice little beer and pretzels Napoleonics game. Dom and I played it a couple times now. We're tweaking a few things. It was made by Jervis Johnson, and a very simple style game. Think of like Age of Sigmar first edition. There's a few parts where it almost feels a little bit too light, specifically on like losing combat and running away. So we're making some minor tweaks to it, but it's fine. It's all in the spirit of the game. But yeah, I did a custom scenario holding the bridge, which you can't see because my unit's on top of it. Came down to the last turn, and it was either I break him and hold the bridge or I lose and run. And I did lose and run, so unfortunately lost by a single point in the total scheme of it. But hey, had a good time. Mixed up, a little different. It's a very simple system. It's very rank and flank style without it being over cumbersome, which is kind of nice for like a little extra random fun. Nope. That's yep. We're there. Hey, I'll just come back. We'll just do it this way. um. Also, my hobby. Let me get over here and hide myself again. Actually, can I just shrink myself? There we go. So yeah, let's be professional about this. So here, I think I did mention with Alex, I have officially commissioned my my Grand Cathay army. It's all boxed up. It's got the color scheme I want in it. Everything. It's good to go. For when the commissioner, Rob, over here, can take it on. So like I said that might be a couple months from now. It's fine. I'm not in a rush for it. And I'm excited for him to do the the Taylor Swift "Life of a Showgirl" color scheme for me that I've printed out so he can have it. Um, yeah, that's gonna be fun. But doesn't mean I have no hobby right now. Although this also kind of ties into the main topic. So here's the last two pieces in my backlog for me to paint for my own personal hobby. So the dock from the KO and the manifestation from Ideneth. Two cool things. If I'm honest, like I don't hate either of them. They're great models. Still not the biggest fan of the concept of these. And really, I feel like I'm buying them just because I have the army and I know that these things go out of stock eventually and have been notoriously hard to get back in. So I'd rather have it now. But I have no intention of playing these armies anytime soon. I mean, I'm not playing Sigmar as regularly right now. I'm playing more Old World. So these will just be, I guess, fun little side projects. But yeah, with that too, kind of goes into the main topic today, which is, kind of in a rut, Warhammer wise, me personally. And how do you do? What do you do about it? And I think I've had this type of talk before in this podcast. Like it comes and it goes. Uh, it was weird because I was all excited. Grand Cathay was all built, primed, ready to go. I was gonna paint it at this point, like a month ago, and went on vacation and came back and just man, I just enjoyed being on vacation. Not, I guess, not really painting. or doing much other than just relaxing. And I think my brain, because of a busier workload at work and everything, kind of just latched onto that and didn't want to let go. I mean, you guys have seen, I have painted stuff, I have played Warhammer past vacation, and I don't hate any moment of it. It's just not pulled to do it I guess as I usually am. But and at first I was like, well, maybe I'm burned out. Um, like everyone gets burned out. That's fine. Sometimes you just have to take a step away. And even now, like I say it, I'm in a rut. It might be burnout, but not forcing anything has been nice. Even painting the Nakari recently, which you guys saw. Um, it wasn't forced. I just did it because I'm like, okay, let's do it. And I took my time. I wasn't rushing through it. I mean, I could have painted it in a day. No, painted like 3 or 4, just casually doing it. Um, yeah, but I think there's multiple reasons for the burnout. Some personal, some of it maybe not external, but from what's going on in the Warhammer space right now. But yeah, it's like I'm not rushing to get these done. Maybe I'll build one of these this week, get it primed up like this. Like these aren't going to be hard paint jobs. Like they're pretty simple, but um, yeah, we'll see. However, I think what else kind of ties into this is the some little more news. Bring up the webpage here. Not that this isn't exciting, but okay. So this went up for pre-order Saturday. The prior Saturdays you guys watching this. So some Sigmar releases, which yeah, they're doing releases 2 at a time now, even though it's not like a dual box, which is fine by me. Just because there's so many armies, they have to get them all out. It's a thought. I still feel like 40K and Sigmar are just woefully behind on where they should be releasing things. And that could be an internal thing. That could be a choice to not rush anymore. Maybe they're going to that 4-year cycle like we're expecting on the financial statements, like the hints they've mentioned. But yeah, it's like, okay, sure, here you go. And then death doesn't excite me. Outside Tomb Kings. Yeah, but some good models. New spearhead. 2 new spearheads. Okay, wow. Cards, dice, all the books. Night Haunt as well. Which is like, but I look at this and like, I have zero interest in these armies. I'm like, all right. Abraxia, limited edition Spear of the Ever-Chosen. When we first saw her model, man, I think we were all like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. Man, she's been meh in the lore. she's like a she's like the annoying intern at a job, and Ever-Chosen has to watch over her. Not that she's not doing big things, but I don't know. There hasn't been a way to attach to her character yet fully. Um, I can't say why I feel that way personally, but I think a lot of people out there do. Like, she's cool. She's a great model, and she could be such a great character. The elements are there. It's just, and maybe this book is what fixes it. Gives us that lore, that background. So, if I didn't have a couple things in my backlog to read right now, that might be a choice. But hopefully, like I said, we start seeing some cool lore because once again, it's like, yeah. And one main reason too to bring this up, the Legend of Sigmar. So Graham McNeil, this was the Sigmar Time of Legends trilogy, I believe, being re-released in the old world. And I just want to say, because we didn't call this out before, but I love this. And I think it said there's a little mini story in there too. But Time of Legends were a great series. There is so much great lore from the old world. And to be fair, if it's not, like if the main character's not a Empire guy from Altdorf, it will kind of work regardless. And even if it is an Empire guy from Altdorf, I hope they start re-releasing some of these books that are harder to get, just because they are great stories. They're great lore. They're gonna make the world more impactful. Like all the dwarf stuff, all the elf stuff. It's all gonna be way before the setting we're in now anyway. So, or very close to it. So I think I encourage you all, if you have not picked up the Time of Legends, the Sigmar series, it's a trilogy. It's all in this book. Make sure you've pre-ordered this because it's a great series. It's a huge setup. And yeah, you won't be disappointed, and hopefully it encourages Games Workshop to, or Black Library, I should say, to bring back more of those old books that we want. Like I said, I just recently had to go through last year and find the old Malice Darkblade books. Got kind of lucky on them, so good there. And then same thing with some of the End Times books. Now, End Times, I'm sure they don't want to re-release for whatever reason, but regardless, there's so much old world lore, and I know that we want new lore. Like, give us a Grand Cathay book and what's going on in the current setting, but also re-release this old stuff, please. It's there, it's ready. Put on that fresh cover. This is great, especially for the newer hobbyists out there that don't know anything about old world, as far as like that deep history, and have just maybe played Total War and understand like that high level aspect. And then yeah, they keep continuing to improve upon the Warhammer TV. I need to kind of get back in and watch some of it because I'm interested in like some of these extra little shows. Like, how long are they? How good are they? Maybe I'll try and do that. I'll try and review them for this podcast, because I think that would be kind of interesting, because I I subscribe to Warhammer TV. The model's usually worth it alone, as well as Blacktown series is phenomenal. And I know there's more good content on there. Like Lore Masters is pretty good. It's gotten a little better. It was a little bit of who's this for, but regardless, um, yeah. Anyway, not to belate that. But with that said, we'll just leave it on here for now because I moved the camera around. Um, yeah. So like in a bit of a Warhammer rut, burnout, slump. I don't know, whatever else you want to call it. Just not feeling it, I suppose, as deeply as I sometimes do. And what's odd too that I always get reminded of from good friends like Alex and Neil and Matt and even my wife, all in good ways, is the fact that I do a lot of Warhammer, tons of Warhammer. My Warhammer hobby, when I'm not feeling it and feeling burned out, is still more than a lot of folks out there get to do or even want to do, which is, yeah, it's a first world problem. I get it. This, but what have I been doing? It's like, okay, so I'm still going to the Warhammer Club every week with my good friends. Not playing every week. I have a club day, this coming weekend, as well as a build day for some Games Workshop stuff. I will be attending the Grand Narrative as a voxel Callum again, but secret safe on what that may entail, barring any sudden urge to change one way or the other. But all looking good there. I got a couple old world events coming up this autumn. It's going to be good. And I'm excited for those. You can see it in my face. I'm excited for those. Well, you can see it in my face if you're watching. If you're listening, hi, I'm smiling. But like right now, maybe it's late summer, ever since vacation, I just have not wanted to do anything for Warhammer. Like, this podcast is fun because I'm talking to my friends. Going to play Warhammer and do that stuff is fun, but it's because of my friends. I think because I've been trying to think like what entailed this. I think, like I said, twofold. One, there hasn't been a lot of really interesting stuff since we got the FAQ drop for Old World, since we got the Grand Cathay release, which even Grand Cathay, like I said, you can love it or hate it, but the FAQ specifically and the match play guide, phenomenal. They were exciting. I played some games, love it. Um, Sigmar, I think with this new edition just not being my favorite, kind of like, took away, I guess, a second avenue of how I'd like to really enjoy Warhammer, which is usually Old World and Sigmar as far as playing goes. That, however, the new GHB was good. I've still gotten only a few games in, and really I'm just kind of ignoring the secondaries. Like, I'm just kind of treating it as a kill each other game because I've found more fun in it that way. So even with the new GHB changes, it's like, yeah, I'd rather just have fun than stress about standing on circles, I suppose. That's just the mind state. That's not a complaint. That's the game. But then, I played some Horse Heresy, playing Napoleonics. So like I said, I'm still doing. But the other aspect, like if you follow me on any of my social, well, yeah, whether you're my Instagram. That's my main social media. I'm trying to get back into doing Twitter again. We'll see if it sticks. It's kind of hard to break the habit of using it and then trying to get back into the habit of using it and remembering to use it when I post stuff. Because I'm just in such an Instagram mood. But with that said, you'll notice if you look at my Instagram specifically, I have other hobbies I like to enjoy, and this thing that I'm doing here, this whole strength hammer thing, um, I want to be out there encouraging all the Warhammer people out there to keep getting strong. Keep lifting, keep moving, keep bettering yourself. Mind and body, spirit too. Sure, yeah. I mean, why not? But the thing is, too, I've never ever wanted to make it a business. I never wanted it to be something where I come to you guys and ask for, money, Patreon, all that. Because I have my own job. I'm fine. I like doing this because I like doing it. With that said, I've never had the pressure to have to constantly focus on one thing as far as like the algorithm space. Like I'm not gonna, I don't feel like I have to give um, fitness advice every other post. I don't feel like I don't have to put out workout programs or things like that, and then which is fine. And there's also so many other great Warhammer fitness folks out there now that have come up and realized that, hey, this is something you can do together, and it does make sense mentally wise. Um, they're doing that, and they're trying to make it a livelihood too. Like Alex is one of them. You can look at many others out there. I say some separate a little bit more than others, but regardless, you know who those people are. And one, I don't want to take away from that because I'm not trying to make money. Like if anyone out there, by the way, if you ever DM me, not that I'm good at reading my DMs, if you ever DM me and say, hey Chuck, I need help. Can you give me a simple program? Absolutely. Like I know how to work out. I know how to eat right. I know how to do that. Doesn't mean I'm the best at it, but I know how to do it, and I can pass advice, and I can even pass you to maybe the influencer because I know most of them, not personally, but at least online, who might be able to help you more if you want to take that next step and get them as a coach. That said, the freedom of that, not feeling like I have to do all that, has allowed me to just express who I am as a person, which is to me what social media is. I don't care about how many people follow me. Like sure, big numbers go up, feel good, but I feel the people that are following me on there are following me because they like me and they like all the stuff I do, or at least one aspect, and they're willing to put up with the rest. Well, all of you probably put up with the Taylor Swift outside of like 4 or 5 of you. Regardless of that, so you've been seeing my other hobbies lately. So another major hobby for me, I discovered a little over a year ago now, maybe a year and a half. Something me and my wife both enjoy, which is retro video gaming, tinkering with the old technology, playing the old games, collecting the old games, watching some content people over there, including, hey, shout out at 4 a.m. Laundry. He passes all my vibe check. That's why I post about him so much. He's a cool guy, very down to earth, and is doing that hobby in Japan, so it's cool. And then I just went to a card show with my dad, because I collect cards. Like I'll play some Magic Gathering, I'll play some Pokemon TCG. He does sports cards, so it gives us a chance to bond over something else. But you're going to see those other things. You'll see like vacation pictures. You see me posting walking to the farmer's market. You guys just kind of see me on there. Like there's nothing that's not me. Like you don't see my wife too much because she just doesn't want to be on there, and that's fine. It's like you also see Taylor Swift stuff because I like Taylor Swift. I'm a big Swiftie, so like my social media is just me. And I felt with the lack of urge and the rut or whatever you want, burnout with Warhammer, to just express myself through those other means right now. I'm enjoying the retro video gaming a lot more than I'm enjoying Warhammer. Not to say I'm disliking anything. I'm just saying my focus and I get more enjoyment out of that hobby than I do the Warhammer hobby. Multitude of reasons, obviously, that like I said, I'm trying to mentally work through right now. Like one, I don't need an army. I have way too many armies, and I just play the same few. Um, so I don't have a project that excites me. Like Cathay was exciting, and then it went away for whatever reason. As far as the painting, I'm still excited to have that army and play it. Um, yeah, I'm not going out there like there's no random models that intrigue me. I'm buying random models, like these because I have the army and I don't want to miss out. There hasn't been some great lore stuff for either game right now. Like I don't need more high elves. There's more high elves on the way. I got that made to order coming, but um, yeah, it's just enjoying myself elsewhere. And then um, so what was it? Square based. They did a tier ranking system on easiest to play armies, which it's a tier system. We're all gonna disagree with it on some point. Um, but yeah, it, there's not much going on too to gain many people's interest. Like the people out there doing the algorithm based stuff, like they have to put like I want to put out a video every week just to stay consistent. I'm not trying to catch the algorithm. You guys know that. But the people out there that are having to and trying to catch it, trying to be excited. Like who's excited about a tier list? I did one with my good friend Vince, and I had a fun time hanging out with Vince. It's not the most exciting content, but hey, whatever. It's fun, and you can have fun with it with your community. But like I said, just looking at my algorithm for Warhammer in general, um, there's just not a lot of exciting stuff. And to be honest, like I guess Chaos Dwarfs, the Horns of Hashut, they're exciting to you. Great, you're probably excited. No emotion from me on that. And not because it's Sigmar, just because I don't care about Chaos Dwarfs. But yeah, that's it. Multiple reasons. There's not much coming from GW that's interesting. I don't have anything interesting that I wish to do within the hobby, but I wish to participate in the hobby. So, and part of it too could be I've been so high engaged for so long that when I'm maybe at a more healthy level of engagement, it's scary. I don't know. But what I'm saying here is what I've been doing is not fighting it, not forcing myself. So I guess here's the meat and core of it. If you find yourself in a rut, find the aspect you like, which is probably like me, 9 times out of 10. It's going to be the people you're with. So hanging out with those people, maybe casually playing a game, pick a light game, pick a simple game, or pick a smaller point game. That's where you want to make sure you hang on to. I don't want to lose that connection with my friends and that. Even if I'm not and eagerly seeking out playing Warhammer. Someone asked me that I played Warhammer as my friend. I'm going to say yes because I want to hang out with them. Also, exploring other hobbies has been a big thing. Like just letting that happen. Because let myself engage in that to my heart's content. Because the other thing is too, Warhammer is always going to be here. I can come back and pick up a game. I can start a new army if I feel like it. If something finally engages me, I can paint up a new model. I can talk about it on this podcast. I can go listen to other content. I don't have to be afraid to miss out. I should say, that I don't like. Who cares if I don't know the stuff that's coming out right now, right away, 100%? It's fine. I'll live. It'll be there when I'm ready for it. And I guess that's kind of just the advice out there for people who are in a rut. Like, if you're in a rut or you're burned out, that's fine. And this is for anything in life. Do stuff outside of that makes you happy, but don't forget about, why you enjoy that hobby that you're burned out on. It doesn't mean you need to engage, but don't forget what you truly enjoy about it. It's probably the people, and don't be afraid to miss something. Don't be afraid to not look at Warhammer Community for a week and then someone goes, "Hey, did you see the new army that's coming out?" And you go, "No," because then there might be some excitement that generates through there. But like I said, just long story short. Ugh. See, talking about myself is hard, yes. If you're burned out like I am, find what you love. And what I love is stuff like this, talking about it, expressing opinions and ideas, exploring other hobbies, not fighting it, not forcing it, making sure I stay connected to those friends. Even if if because also keep in mind, there's two types of friends out there. You have Warhammer friends and you have friends. I guess you should say. Warhammer friends are people you want to play Warhammer with or will play Warhammer with. Friends are people that you probably play Warhammer with as well as anything else. So you can talk about them about anything and they're going to be just fine. And you're going to have a great time. But sorry, this has been a bit of a ramble. I won't drag it out much longer. But if you are out there, just know that, hey, I know there's not a lot of coming out for Warhammer right now. You may be like me and just low level engagement, and there's other priorities or focuses or hobbies you want to put your attention on. And all I can say is that's okay. Go ahead and do that because Warhammer will always be here. And you can always just enjoy it later and catch up. It's not going to take long to catch up. It's not like people are painting armies very quickly. So, yeah. So not trying to be down on this show, but just some hard truths and kind of let you know what I'm going through. But what I can say is we will be back next week for episode 150, which is a beyond me number, how I've done that much Warhammer content on my own channel, let alone ever. And I know people have crushed that number too, but I'm not sure what the topic is. It won't be about not wanting to play Warhammer. There'll be something exciting. We'll think of something neat. Maybe we'll get a guest on if possible. All these promises I won't deliver on thoroughly. Yeah. Anyway, guys, out there, just keep if you're loving Warhammer right now, and it's the hottest thing in the world for you, keep hold of that and have fun. And if you're burned out like me, don't worry. Do what enjoy the people of Warhammer. Warhammer will be there whenever you're ready to come back to it. And probably won't be long, another week. But anyway, everybody out there, stay Stormcast strong. And as always, happy hobbying.